one of you are looked to as leaders in your schools. Marcus, in the video you just saw, was looked to as a leader on the field. Being the quarterback of his high school football team, he was looked to lead, motivating players and leading plays, managing the game clock and cadence, analyzing and understanding the competitor, and making split-second decisions. Being a junior, nearing the end of that school year, he was looking to the future, maintaining his grades, putting in the work, and doing his best. And within just a 12-hour period, he had experienced the highest and lowest points of his life. He began the day with that letter from the head coach at Harvard and ended the day with a diagnosis of acute lymphoblastic leukemia. Marcus and his family had drawn a map that would get him from high school to Division I football, and he followed that map perfectly. No wavering, just talent and dedication and training. Unfortunately, that map came with a roadblock. Today, you've heard about managing stress, using your voice, being an agent of change, and gaining resilience. Marcus had learned a lot about this too through his life's experience. He thought he had found his spark. However, life has the ability to throw you roadblocks and detours and speed bumps. After being diagnosed, Marcus dealt with months of depression, mostly mourning the vision he had of his future, a future that was perfectly planned. His future was now unknown and scary, and the only guarantee was that he would enter a 4-year commitment to chemotherapy. He could not seem to shake that negative feeling. He spent his entire senior year out of school, away from his friends, in a hospital. It wasn't until January of his senior year, more than 6 months after he was diagnosed, that his attitude began to improve. He was invited to speak at a mini-thon, and it was there that he realized that using his voice helped him manage his stress, and he became an agent of change by sharing his story. Mini-thon was a place where he was heard and understood and supported. After sharing his story at that first mini-thon, he spoke again and again and realized this became his therapy, a way of coping, a way to have some control over something uncontrollable. This is how he would learn resilience. Marcus had to come to terms with the fact that the map he and his family had drawn for him to play football wasn't the right map anymore. Maybe there was a bigger map. Marcus found a new spark and passion, and it was ending childhood cancer. And he is now fueling that flame by studying and pursuing science while being a part of the coaching staff on campus at his college. One day, he hopes to set the world on fire by helping childhood cancer patients overcome their diseases too. Resilience doesn't happen in a day. At some point, all of us will face some form of adversity, but overcoming those challenges help to shape you into the best leader you can be. Kids with cancer face challenges every day. They lose their hair. They spend weeks, sometimes months in the hospital. They face surgeries, chemotherapy, radiation, and when they do survive, they face a lifetime of possible long-term side effects. 4 Diamonds is working to change this reality. Our mission is to conquer childhood cancer. We have one goal: to create a future filled with better treatments and a cure for children around the world. 4 Diamonds is funding life-saving research for safer, more effective treatments and sharing that research with hospitals worldwide. The 4 Diamonds upon which we were founded are courage, wisdom, honesty, and strength. My hope for each of you is that you have the courage to take action, even when it's scary, that you have the wisdom to make the right decision, even when you don't have all the answers. That you show honesty when it's difficult, and that you exhibit the strength to be a voice when others can't. As a leader sitting here today, you've exhibited the qualities that are necessary to institute change. Take a second to think of something within your school that you'd like to change. Is it inclusivity? School spirit? A culture? I can tell you, Mini-THON has improved those issues in the hundreds of schools that have implemented our program. Mini-THON has been a vessel for nearly 100,000 students each year to have a voice for those who can't. And Mini-THON has been an agent of culture change in schools nationwide, creating a more positive, inclusive school environment. And Mini-THON has been forging student leaders for more than 25 years. And most importantly, Mini-THON has been supporting kids with cancer to the tune of $36 million. Diamonds Mini-THON is conquering childhood cancer, but we need you. We need your voice and your influence and your leadership in order to end childhood cancer. No matter what state or territory you live in, you can join this growing movement of students and become our partner in the fight to conquer childhood cancer. I'm going to close out our time here with a video about Teresa and how research funded by 4 Diamonds and students just like you has saved her life. Thank you.
Sure.